You've been meditating like forever, for years and years and
over 30
years.
years, yeah.
How has that helped you?
Well, in a lot of ways. I mean, in my early 20s, especially before I met my wife, I had some issues with a bit of a hot temper, which occasionally left holes in apartment walls and things. Never directed out at anybody else, really just, and I think most of us to some degree can identify with this. I was my own worst critic. I always had a little ticker tape of a running critique going, you know, you're not doing well enough, you're not, you really, that's it, that's your life, what do you do? So that short fuse did not serve me well, and I'd always been fascinated with Eastern philosophy and the idea of meditation, but it just helped me kind of get rid of that short fuse. I'm still very stubborn. I'm still very curmudgeonly. My kids will tell you that I can be, you know, a bit of a fusspot from time to time.
It's true that you meditate just before you go on stage.
Yeah. Sometimes, actually, it's at the point now, I mean, I'll do it in my dressing room. I have this great little chair right by the door, and I'll just, you know, meditate for about 10 or 15 minutes sometimes. And that helps when somebody passes out next to you or Bruno goes off on a strange analogy tangent or something of that nature. You know, just you know, you just want to be able to react in the moment, not think later, oh, I wish I had said.
Obviously, your talent is for ad-libbing, and your most famous moment, of course, was also Marie Osmond's most famous moment, was when she just collapsed right at your
which
feet.
Starts the book.
When you look back at that, can you believe that you were able to stay in the present moment and be able to do what it took to help her and still keep the show moving? Well,
yeah, I can. In the case of Marie, in all honesty, I just went into dad mode. I mean, the fact that I was on television was the last thing in my mind. It just didn't fluster me, in all honesty. It didn't bother me. I just did what I would do when our girls were little and they might skin their knee or something. You focus all your attention on them, make sure they're okay. It's really very easy to throw to a commercial, which is exactly what I did. It was no great shakes. I mean, I didn't administer CPR or do any, you know, I just said, we'll be back after this because we wanted to assess what was going on. And then it was Marie who gave me the best comeback when she opened her eyes and looked at me and said, oh, crap. I mean, that was a gift because I knew, okay, I can use this when we come back from commercial to diffuse the tension.